Okay, top story this morning, new jobs. This is absolutely phenomenal. Emirates is hiring 6,000 people in the next 6 months. As you know, you might be one of these people. People are ready to fly again, and that means one of the world's largest airlines is stepping up to meet that demand. Emirates announced yesterday they're going on a hiring spree over 6 months, adding 6,000 new staff to the ranks. That includes 3,000 cabin crew, 600 pilots, and then the rest, if you could do the math, that would be 2,400 people, engineers and on-the-ground people. So as you know, the Dubai airline proudly has over 160 nationalities under its wings. That's a pun. And these primarily I'm just going to go home. These primarily Dubai-based jobs with those attractive packages that we all know about are open to people from all over the world, which is pretty amazing. And you can visit Emirates Group Careers now for more deets if you're interested. We love sharing these posts so much. I think you've all been with us since, and if you haven't, we've been covering local news for 5-6 years here in the UAE, but we've never been as shocked and upset or as distraught since the pandemic. And we saw people losing their jobs, airlines being closed, airports shut. It was just kind of this like phenomenal, nearly, I don't know, it just felt like we were in this totally different time. So to be able to report that Emirates is hiring again is fantastic news. We just shared it on Instagram, but I just want to shout out that also in September 16th, they also announced they're hiring 3,000 people. So this is the second wave of hirees. And I think we can kind of thank Expo and Jitex and a busy city for that. And the fact that people are, let's say nearly 87% of people in the UAE are vaccinated. So the demand for travel is going up. But I also want to note that when they announced in September that they were hiring, along with that, because a couple of people are messaging on Instagram saying, what about all the people that lost their jobs? So when they made the announcement in September, Emirates also said that they were one of the hardest hit industries in the world, and that at that point they were gradually restoring their network and flights and team members. So in September they said, we have been recalling pilots, cabin crew and other operation employees who were stood down during the pandemic. It was a forced and drastic reduction of flights last year. So back in September, they were recalling staff members. So if you see the reports that Emirates are hiring and you're thinking of all the crew that lost their jobs and all their pilots and all the ground team that lost jobs, especially in Dubai, I think we probably all know someone who's worked for Emirates at some point. If you're thinking about them who've lost their jobs, do know that Emirates was recalling them along with the new hires, which I think is worth noting. But that's fantastic news on the Emirates front. We're going to jump in.